Blake Shelton revealed that he wants Adam Levine to perform at his wedding. The two musicians are still good friends, even if they no longer work on The Voice. The show even played a part in Blake and Gwen's relationship. It makes sense that they would want the former coach at their wedding. In October, the couple announced their engagement. On Thursday night's episode of Late Night with Seth Meyers, Blake made an appearance. During the interview, he shared his wedding plans. The country crooner already has the perfect wedding entertainer in mind. Blake Shelton talked about who he'd like to see perform on his wedding day. It should come as no surprise to fans that he wants former Voice judge Adam Levine to entertain the guests. The two have become best friends since their time on the show. "I've kind of decided that I've been doing this a long time now and I've got a lot of favors out there," Blake said. "He may not like it, but Adam Levine's gonna have to get the band together and come and play at our wedding." The 44-year-old made a reference to Maroon 5's Sugar video. The video shows the band crashing a wedding. Blake joked that Adam owes me a lot for just putting up with him over the years. He thinks his friend should be their wedding band. Of course, Blake had to poke fun at the expense of the rock star. Plus, their music is so boring that it won't distract from the festivities and the reception and all that stuff, he joked. The God's Country singer said that his guests can hide out in the barn if they're bored. Seth mentioned that he was frustrated that Gwen Stefani appeared on his late-night show before she announced her engagement. He would have loved for her to share the news. Blake Shelton admitted that she had to keep the secret. The No Doubt singer even had to keep her hand hidden. She kept doing this thing with her hand and wondering if people would figure out that she was wearing an engagement ring, Blake said, holding up his own hand. "I told her, I said, you know, you wear more jewelry than Mr. T, so I don't think people picked up on that." And they didn't. When country music superstar Blake Shelton and pop icon Gwen Stefani announced their engagement in October 2020, fans immediately began speculating about their upcoming wedding. From the venue to the guest list to what the bride would wear, every detail sparked curiosity. But one question stood out above the rest. Who would perform at the wedding of these two music legends? After all, with their combined star power and musical connections, the possibilities were endless. As rumors swirled, Blake himself hinted at his dream performer for the big day, leaving fans excited and curious. So, who did Blake Shelton want to perform at his wedding? Let's explore the heartwarming, hilarious, and downright musical journey behind his choice. Before diving into Blake's dream wedding performer, it's important to understand how deeply music is woven into his and Gwen's love story. The couple met in 2015 on The Voice, where they bonded over shared heartbreaks and their passion for music. Over the years, they collaborated on songs like Nobody But You and Happy Anywhere, turning their love into chart-topping hits. Music wasn't just their shared language, it was the foundation of their relationship. So, naturally, their wedding had to include a memorable musical element. For Blake, the choice of performer wasn't just about star power, it was about meaning. In an interview with Late Night with Seth Meyers, Blake playfully revealed that he had someone very specific in mind for his wedding day: Adam Levine. Yes, the frontman of Maroon 5 and Blake's longtime frenemy on The Voice. Over the years, the duo had become known for their hilarious on-screen banter and off-screen friendship. "Adam owes me a lot," Blake joked during the interview. "I've helped him sell records. I've helped him become famous. So I think it's only right that he pays me back by performing at my wedding." While Blake's suggestion had fans cracking up, it wasn't just a throwaway line. Beneath the humor, there was a genuine sense of camaraderie and history between the two. Shelton and Levine spent 16 seasons together on The Voice, developing a brotherly bond and plenty of mock rivalry that endeared them to viewers. Having Adam perform at the wedding would have been a lighthearted nod to their shared journey and a fitting way to honor their friendship. While Blake's dream of Adam Levine performing at his wedding was both amusing and sentimental, it raised another question: what would Gwen think? After all, her own music world is filled with legends like Pharrell Williams, Tony Kanal, and even Sting. Would she agree to let Blake's The Voice buddy take center stage at their wedding? Gwen, ever the supportive partner, was reportedly amused by the idea. Known for her playful sense of humor, she likely appreciated the thought behind Blake's suggestion. However, with her penchant for creating unforgettable moments, it's easy to imagine her adding her own twist to the musical plans. While Adam Levine was Blake's tongue-in-cheek pick, there were plenty of other contenders for the role of wedding performer. Shelton and Stefani's combined network of friends and collaborators reads like a who's who of the music industry. Here are some of the other stars fans speculated about. Kelly Clarkson. As a fellow voice coach and close friend of the couple, Kelly Clarkson was a natural contender. Her powerhouse vocals and bubbly personality would have made her a perfect fit for a romantic ballad or an upbeat wedding anthem. Carson Daly. The longtime host of The Voice and a close friend of both Blake and Gwen, Carson Daly played a unique role in the couple's wedding, not as a performer, but as the officiant. His involvement added a personal touch to the ceremony, but fans couldn't help but wonder if he might have picked up a guitar for a surprise performance. No Doubt reunion. Many fans speculated about a possible No Doubt reunion at the wedding. While Gwen has focused on her solo career in recent years, having her former bandmates perform would have been a nostalgic and heartfelt nod to her musical roots. Country legends. For Blake, the wedding could have been an opportunity to bring in some of his favorite country artists. Icons like George Strait or Vince Gill would have brought timeless country charm to the event, perfectly complementing the rustic Oklahoma setting. While the idea of Adam Levine serenading the couple or a No Doubt reunion sounds magical, the reality of wedding planning often involves compromise and simplicity. Blake and Gwen ultimately opted for an intimate ceremony at Shelton's Oklahoma ranch, with a guest list of just 40 close family members and friends. The couple's decision to keep the wedding small and personal reflected their desire to focus on what truly mattered, their love and commitment. In this intimate setting, the emphasis wasn't on grand performances or star-studded lineups. Instead, the day was about celebrating their journey together in the presence of their closest loved ones. While it's unclear if anyone performed live during the ceremony, the heartfelt simplicity of the event spoke volumes. Although Adam Levine didn't make an appearance, at least not publicly, music still played a central role in Blake and Gwen's wedding. The couple chose a song that held deep meaning for their first dance, If I Ever Leave This World Alive, by Flogging Molly. The Irish folk-punk tune may seem like an unconventional choice, but its poignant lyrics about love and devotion perfectly captured the spirit of their relationship. Blake also performed a song he wrote specifically for Gwen as part of his wedding vows. The heartfelt gesture brought tears to Gwen's eyes and added a deeply personal touch to the ceremony. In many ways, this moment encapsulated the essence of their wedding, music as an expression of love, not spectacle. While Blake Shelton's playful wish for Adam Levine to perform at his wedding captured headlines, the real story of his and Gwen's big day lies in its intimacy and authenticity. Rather than leaning into the glitz and glamour that often accompanies celebrity weddings, the couple focused on creating a day that felt true to who they are, down to earth, music-loving, and deeply in love. Blake's sense of humor and love for music were ever present in the lead-up to the wedding, but when the big day arrived, it wasn't about star-studded performances or viral moments. It was about celebrating a love story that had overcome challenges, embraced differences, and blossomed into something truly special. So, who did Blake Shelton want to perform at his wedding? The answer, as it turns out, wasn't about a specific person. It was about creating a celebration that reflected his and Gwen Stefani's unique love story. While Adam Levine might have been his dream pick in jest, the heart of their wedding was in the quiet, meaningful moments they shared with each other and their closest loved ones.